Respected everyone, listen carefully. Laziness is not just sitting on a couch. Laziness is knowing what you need to do, knowing your life could be better, knowing your family needs more from you, and still choosing tomorrow. Tomorrow is where dreams go to die. You keep saying, I will start Monday. Monday comes and you say, I will start next month. Next month comes and you say, I just need more motivation. But motivation is not coming to rescue you. Nobody is coming to knock on your door and hand you discipline. Nobody can wake up early for you. Nobody can study for you. Nobody can build your future for you. You have to decide that enough is enough. Laziness grows when you make comfort your best friend. You get comfortable sleeping too long, scrolling too much, making excuses and watching other people win. But understand this, the life you want is on the other side of the work you keep avoiding. Every successful person has days when they do not feel like working. They get tired, they get discouraged, they get afraid. The difference is that they move anyway. They do not wait until they feel perfect. They take one step, then another step, then another step. That is how greatness is built. You do not need to change your whole life in one day. Start with one promise to yourself. Wake up when you said you would wake up. Finish one task before touching your phone. Read 10 pages. Exercise for 15 minutes. Work on your dream for 1 hour. Small discipline becomes big confidence. And when you keep promises to yourself, you begin to trust yourself again. Stop calling yourself lazy as if that is your identity. You are not here to be average. You are not here to waste your gifts. You have ideas inside you that could change your life, help your family, and inspire people you may never even meet. But those ideas need action. A dream without action is only a wish. Your future is watching what you do today. When the alarm rings, get up. When the work gets hard, stay focused. When people doubt you, keep going. When you fail, learn from it and try again. Do not let one bad day become a bad week, one bad week become a bad year, and one bad year become a wasted life. You have more power than you think. The moment you stop making excuses is the moment your life begins to change. Discipline may feel painful today, but regret is far more painful tomorrow. Choose the pain of effort, not the pain of wishing you had tried. Get up, clean your mind, organize your day, work on your goals, pray for strength. Take action even when you are tired, because one day you will look back and realize that the person you became was created by the moments when you refused to be lazy. Laziness forever by becoming a person who does what must be done. Whether you feel like it or not, your time is now. Your dream is waiting. Get up and go get it. Many people believe they need motivation before they can begin working toward their goals. They wait for the perfect mood, the perfect morning, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect amount of energy. They tell themselves, when I feel motivated, I will start. But that mindset can keep a person stuck for years. Motivation is powerful, but it is not reliable. Some days you may feel excited, focused, and ready to change your life. Other days you may feel tired, distracted, frustrated, or doubtful. If you only work when you feel motivated, your progress will always depend on your emotions. Your dreams deserve something stronger than a temporary feeling. Discipline is what carries you when motivation disappears. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you do not feel like doing it. It means waking up when the alarm rings, even when your bed feels comfortable. It means studying when your friends are having fun. It means working on your business idea when nobody believes in you yet. It means choosing the long-term reward over the short-term comfort. Discipline is not always exciting, but it creates results that motivation alone cannot create. Think about the people you admire. Whether they are successful entrepreneurs, athletes, artists, teachers, or leaders, they did not reach their goals because they felt motivated every single day. They had difficult mornings. They had days when they wanted to quit. They had moments when they felt like their work was not paying off. But they continued because they understood that success is built through repeated action. They showed up when it was easy, and they showed up when it was hard. That is the difference between people who only talk about their dreams and people who actually build them. You do not need to feel confident before you begin. Confidence often comes after action, not before it. When you complete one small task, you prove to yourself that you can move forward. When you repeat that action the next day, you build trust in yourself. Over time, those small promises become a strong foundation. You begin to see yourself differently. You are no longer someone who always delays things. You become someone who finishes what they start. Start by creating a simple rule for yourself. Do one important thing before you allow distractions to control your day. Before checking social media, before watching videos, before wasting time on things that do not improve your life, complete one task that matters. It could be reading, exercising, learning a skill, planning your work, writing content, or taking one step toward a personal goal. The task does not have to be huge. What matters is that you do it consistently. There will always be reasons to wait. You may not have enough money, enough time, enough support, or enough experience. But waiting does not solve those problems. Action creates answers. The first step may be small, imperfect, and uncomfortable, but it is still better than doing nothing. Every time you choose action over excuses, you weaken laziness. Every time you keep going when you do not feel like it, you become mentally stronger. Your future changes when you stop asking, do I feel motivated today, and start saying, what must I do today? Big goals can feel exciting at first, but they can also feel heavy. When you look at everything you want to achieve, you may start thinking about how far away you are from success. You may want to lose weight, build a business, improve your studies, learn a new skill, grow a YouTube channel, earn more money, or change your entire lifestyle. These dreams are important, but when you focus only on the final result, the journey can feel impossible. Your mind sees a mountain, and instead of taking the first step, you feel overwhelmed. That is where laziness often begins. Not because you do not care about your future, but because the task feels too large to start. The best way to defeat this feeling is to break every big goal into small daily actions. A small action may not look impressive in one day, but repeated over time, it creates powerful results. If you want to write a book, you do not need to write the entire book today. Write one page. If you want to become healthier, you do not need to transform your body in 1 week. Walk for 15 minutes, drink more water, or choose one better meal. If you want to grow your YouTube channel, you do not need millions of subscribers immediately. Research one topic, write one script, edit one video, or improve one thumbnail. Progress begins when you stop demanding perfection from yourself and start demanding consistency. Small actions make your goals easier to manage. When a task feels simple, your brain is less likely to avoid it. You may tell yourself, I only need to work for 10 minutes. Most of the time, once you begin, you will continue longer because starting is often the hardest part. The goal is not to force yourself to do everything at once. The goal is to build the habit of beginning. A person who takes small action every day will eventually pass the person who waits for the perfect plan. Daily actions also help you build momentum. Momentum is created when you keep moving, even slowly. Imagine pushing a heavy car. At first, it takes great effort to make it move. But once it begins rolling, it becomes easier to keep it moving. Your goals work the same way. The first day may feel difficult. The first week may feel uncomfortable. But after you repeat a habit for several days, it starts becoming part of your routine. You no longer have to argue with yourself every morning about whether you should work. You simply do it because it's become part of who you are. It is important to make your daily actions clear and specific. Do not just say, I want to be successful. Ask yourself what success requires from you today. Maybe it means waking up 30 minutes earlier. Maybe it means learning one new thing. Maybe it means finishing one important task before checking your phone. Maybe it means saving a small amount of money instead of spending it on something unnecessary. Clear actions remove confusion, and confusion often creates procrastination. Do not underestimate the value of one productive day. One day of effort may seem small, but it becomes a week of effort, then a month, then a year. A few pages read every day become knowledge. A few minutes of exercise become strength. One video uploaded at a time becomes a channel. One disciplined choice at a time becomes a different life. You do not need to move fast. You need to keep moving. Every small action is proof that you are no longer allowing laziness to control your future. Excuses are often disguised as reasonable explanations. They sound harmless at first. I'm too tired today. I'll do it tomorrow. I need more time. I don't have the right equipment, or I'll start when things become easier. Sometimes these statements may be true, but when they become a daily habit, they quietly turn into a prison. Every excuse gives laziness more control over your life. It convinces you to choose comfort now, even if that comfort creates regret later. The problem is not that people do not have dreams. The problem is that many people protect their excuses more than they protect their dreams. Comfort habits can be difficult to notice because they feel normal. Sleeping too long, scrolling on social media for hours, watching videos without purpose, avoiding difficult conversations, delaying important work, and spending too much time on entertainment can slowly steal your time. None of these things may seem dangerous in a single moment, but when they are repeated every day, they become powerful habits that keep you far away from your goals. Time is one of the most valuable things you have, and once it is wasted, you cannot get it back. Every hour you spend avoiding your responsibilities is an hour that could have been used to improve your skills, build your future, or create something meaningful. Removing excuses does not mean you must become perfect. It means you must become honest with yourself. Ask yourself why you are delaying the work that matters. Are you afraid of failing? Are you afraid that people will judge you? Are you waiting for someone to give you permission? Are you avoiding the task because it feels difficult? When you understand the real reason behind your excuses, you can begin to face it. Fear often creates procrastination. You may delay starting a project because you are worried it will not succeed, but avoiding the project guarantees that it will never succeed. Taking action may not guarantee success, but it gives you a real chance to grow. One of the strongest ways to remove comfort habits is to change your environment. If your phone distracts you, place it in another room while you work. If social media steals your time, set a limit or remove the apps that keep pulling your attention. If you struggle to wake up early, put your alarm far from your bed so you must stand up to turn it off. If your workspace makes you lazy, clean it and prepare it before you begin. Your environment influences your behavior more than you may realize. Make good habits easier and make bad habits harder. You must also learn to replace comfort with purpose. Do not simply tell yourself to stop wasting time. Give yourself something meaningful to do instead. Create a daily schedule. Write down your most important task. Plan the time when you will work, exercise, study, or build your dream. When your day has direction, it becomes harder for distractions to control you. Purpose gives your energy a place to go. There will be moments when comfort feels more attractive than effort. Your bed will feel better than the gym. Your phone will feel easier than your work. Entertainment will feel more enjoyable than learning. But you must remember that comfort can become expensive when it costs you your potential. The small decision you make today can shape the person you become tomorrow. Choose the action that moves you forward, even when it feels uncomfortable. Each time you refuse an excuse, you prove that you are stronger than the habits that once controlled you. Keeping promises to yourself is one of the strongest ways to build confidence, discipline, and self-respect. Many people make promises to others and try their best to keep them. If they tell a friend they will arrive at a certain time, they make an effort to be there. If they promise their family they will help with something, they try not to disappoint them. But when it comes to promises made to themselves, they often become careless. They say they will wake up early, but they press snooze again. They say they will start exercising, but they delay it until next week. They say they will work on their goals, but they spend the day distracted by things that do not improve their life. Over time, this creates a painful habit of not trusting themselves. Every time you break a promise to yourself, a small part of your confidence becomes weaker. Your mind begins to believe that your words do not have power. You may start thinking, I always quit, I never finish anything, or I am not disciplined. But these thoughts are not permanent truths. They are the result of repeated actions. The good news is that you can rebuild trust in yourself through small, consistent promises. You do not need to make huge plans that are difficult to follow. Start with promises that are realistic and clear. Tell yourself, I will walk for 10 minutes today. I will read 5 pages. I will complete one important task before checking my phone, or I will sleep at a better time tonight. Then do it. When you keep even a small promise, you send a powerful message to yourself. I can depend on me. That message matters because success is not only about talent, money, or opportunity. It is also about the relationship you have with yourself. If you believe you can follow through, you become more willing to take on difficult goals. You stop being afraid of your own plans because you know you will not abandon them at the first sign of discomfort. Consistency is more important than intensity. Many people become excited and create a difficult routine that they cannot maintain. They decide they will wake up at 4 a.m., exercise for 2 hours, study all day, and change their entire life in 1 week. After a few days, they become exhausted and quit. Then they feel disappointed and return to old habits. A better approach is to begin with something small enough that you can repeat it every day. Small promises may seem simple, but they create a strong foundation. 10 minutes of focused work every day is better than 5 hours of work once a month. A short walk every day is better than one hard workout followed by weeks of doing nothing. Keeping promises to yourself also teaches you how to handle difficult emotions. There will be days when you feel tired, bored, stressed, or discouraged. Those are the days when your commitment matters most. Anyone can work when life feels easy. But when you choose to continue during a difficult day, you develop mental strength. You learn that your feelings can change, but your values can remain strong. You do not have to obey every emotion that tells you to stop. Write down the promises you make to yourself. Keep them visible where you can see them every day. At night, ask yourself whether you honored your word. Do not judge yourself harshly if you miss a day, but do not allow one missed day to become a pattern. Return to your routine as soon as possible. Each promise you keep becomes evidence that you are growing into a more focused, reliable, and powerful person.